Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the castle here at CCBC Essex. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth once again bringing you all the action. It is women's soccer here under the bright lights on this Monday evening. Been trying to schedule this one in for a while. The weather wasn't cooperating with us last week, so Monday it had to be. And finally, we are here. What will be the final score when the Riverhawks and Knights duke it out here under the bright lights? Riverhawks taking the field now. Knights talking some last-minute strategy. Knights 9-5 on the year, currently ranked number 15 in the polls. The Riverhawks coming in 4-6 on the year. Some notes on the Knights as we wait for the opening kick. Since the Knights lost at Mercer County Community College on September 24th, they have won 3 straight games. That's a 6-1 victory at Frederick, a 3-2 win at West Virginia Potomac State, and a 5-0 win at Camden County. So the Knights looking to push it to 4 straight here. The Knights are 5-1 in conference games this year, 3-1 in home games. The Knights won their last matchup against Arundel Community College 6-1. Since 2014-2015, the Knights are 5-2 against the Riverhawks. 1-2 at Essex, 4-0 at Arundel. So maybe the friendly confines of the castle for the Knights not so friendly against the Riverhawks. But that's then. This is now. We start things in the first half. Who will build momentum first? It's a game of hot potato to start. Knights are currently ranked 10th in the nation in shots per game at 19.1. Knights are also currently ranked 16th in the nation in goals scored in 40. All that said, you got to think the Riverhawks look to play with control, try and keep this a low-scoring game. They don't keep track of time of possession, but the Riverhawks can win that battle. Certainly help their chances of stealing a victory here at the castle. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. And I know it's a little early, but never a bad time to say I hope you can join us tomorrow as well, as we've got more soccer this week, a doubleheader. On Tuesday, that starts at 5. This Knights women's team will have back-to-back games. Not originally planned that way. Had to do a reschedule because of the heavy rains last week. You see the Knights making a play in towards the box. That ball was headed in towards a goal-scoring area. Combination of a missed touch maybe by a Knights player and also a good job defensively of cutting off the angle, making it difficult. See that play, and in the moment you think probably should have a better touch on the ball, but it's certainly hard when you have a player right there on the backside. What could have been? what might be as the Riverhawks look for the through ball on the far sideline. Knights defense first to it. Riverhawks put it right back in their offensive zone. Can they keep it there? And a good fight for that ball. Knights trying to go defense to offense with some urgency. Trying it again here. Little bit more success, but nothing doing. That ball will be played out of bounds. Gives the Riverhawks defense a chance to regroup, but also gives the Knights an opportunity at offense deep in their zone. Throw in towards the box. Angle once again cut off there by the Riverhawks defense. The Knights put it right back in. Some physical play. Knights still knocking on the door. And that possession will finally come to an end. And that was a great job by the Knights defensive unit. Put that ball right back into the offensive zone. Abby Meadows, a big kick on it, as that whistle will go against the Knights, and this is still a great opportunity for the Riverhawks, but the Knights, sigh of relief, as that could have been much worse. Through ball found its way through two Knights players. Whistle, maybe, potentially save the day. Riverhawks, free kick 15 yards into their offensive zone. Good ball, better save. High pointing it like a receiver. You may see a catch like that later on tonight on Monday Night Football. What a shot, better save. We waited about 5 minutes or so for the game's first offense, but boy was it exciting. That had the makings of something exciting there. A little bit too much backspin on the ball. Hung up there in the air. Easier catch. Knights looking to build some momentum. Good tackle on both sides there. Initially, Madeline Rowe took it away from Staubitz. Staubitz got it right back, though. Love the physical play on both sides. Both teams still very much in the feeling out process, though. The Knights just a hair off sides. I didn't see where that run started. But with that much space, usually a good sign that the flag's coming. Good job by the Riverhawks defense moving as a line. You use that offsides call as an extra defender. Oh, almost. A beautiful play on that head ball. Staubitz doing everything she can to try and get it. Right idea. Wrong execution. Substitution check into the game for the Riverhawks. Ella Simpson, the lone player on the bench unit for the Riverhawks this evening. Let's see how that affects tonight's outcome. Only time will tell. Knights keeping this ball in their offensive zone a little longer. Through ball finds its way all the way through, and Staubitz is half a second too late. Caitlin Kenny, goalkeeper for the Riverhawks, saw what was developing, was quick to come off the line. No hesitation there. Ball stays in the offensive zone for the Knights a little bit longer. Dangerous move. Riverhawks trying to clear through the middle. It backfires. How big? Breakaway. What a save! Wow! Kill or be killed. What a moment. And this game will stay scoreless a little longer. Not only was that a breakaway for the Knights, they had numbers. That was 2-on-1. And I don't know if a pass or a shot was coming, but wow, what a moment. Willis had the ball pretty much taken right off of her foot. Knights have built some nice momentum for themselves. Trying to capitalize there, but the flag up on that far sideline. Swing and miss. Doesn't matter much that time around. But this momentum the Knights have built for themselves over the last 3-4 minutes. Can they capitalize on it, knock the door down, get the game's first goal? Ooh, right off the forehead. Oh, what a flick by Willis. To space. Now the run, turn, the cross, and it's cleared out by the Riverhawks. Fancy footwork by Kayla Willis to create that opportunity. Trying to do it again. Offsides this time by just a hair. Again, the Riverhawks defense. Great job of moving as a line. Using that offsides call as an extra defender. Third time we've seen that. Work to their advantage in the last 10 minutes or so. We're 3 minutes and change away from the 30-minute mark of this first half. And the excitement has certainly picked up. I think it's safe to say we've exited the feeling out stage of the game, and the Knights are holding on to the early momentum, but nothing to show for it as it's still 0-0, and the best look at the goal has come from the Riverhawks on that free kick we saw about 5-6 minutes ago. And the Knights had that good look with Willis 2-3 minutes ago, but outside of that, Riverhawks defense, right time, right place, making the play at the last second. Can the defense catch a little break here as the ball is in the offensive zone for the Riverhawks for the first time in a while? How long will it stay there? A little bit longer as that ball's cleared out of bounds. Each team will regroup. Pickpocket, welcome to Baltimore. Through ball, no offsides this time. It's a race. Oh, and it's won by the Knights. Open net, but that's a pass. Yeah, that's a handball. It actually was offside, so matters very little. I didn't see that far sideline, Judge. I was expecting the handball because the defender played it back to the goalie on a pass, and the goalie caught it. But the defender saw, I'm sure, that sideline judge with the flag up. And that throw-in took place from inside the field of play. We got all types of confusion out there. Up in the booth, on the field. Oh! 1 head ball, 2 head ball. As the action slows down here for a minute, I want to take this opportunity to thank our good friends at Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square, catering the event tonight. Oh, nice move. Can they get the clear off? They do, but it's not quality. The ball stays in the offensive zone for the Knights. That is until they work it all the way back to their defensive line themselves. Looking to play with control, wait for something to open up. Meadows around 1 defender. Now a second, looking to make a run from the back. Through ball, 1 more pass. No one's there, and that was maybe a little hesitation offensively from the Knights, thanks to those 4 offsides calls we've seen already. Willis and then I think maybe Bailey Arnett or Samantha Grace, actually, pardon me, kind of just stopped there for a second. Hesitation, trying to make sure where they were on the field. No hesitation here. Willis runs it down, and, ooh, man, that'll count for 3 later on tonight, but nothing here this evening. What could have been? Great job by Willis to get that cross off and put the ball in a goal-scoring area for number 8, Samantha Grace. Grace maybe just got a little under it on the follow-through. Split the uprights, Jay Tucker style. But that will be one she'll be thinking about later today if this game doesn't go the way of the Knights. That is certainly a what could have been moment. Still a lot of time left in this game, though. Great matchup so far. Riverhawks rising up to the challenge. 4-6 on the year coming into today's contest against the number 15 ranked Knights. Of course, the Knights also putting that 3-game winning streak on the line as Grace plays it over towards space. And another easy catch. It has been a busy last 10 minutes or so for the freshman goalie, Caitlin Kenny of the Anne Arundel Community College Riverhawks. But rising up to the challenge, save after save, zeros still on the board. Riverhawks trying to change that. Run on the near sideline. 1 more pass. The give and go. The give came. Go. Well, it never went. Knights defense up to the challenge so far. Something was developing there for a moment. Riverhawks had the ball and some space. Communication breakdown maybe. Had 2 players occupying the same area. Ball became a little too clustered, and the run broke down for the Riverhawks. Could that be a momentum stealing play, though? The Riverhawks need something to break their way. If this first half continues the way it has been going over the last 10-15 minutes, you got to think the Knights may break through with the game's first goal sooner than later. Riverhawks need to change the song that's being played right now, and that won't help them. That looks like my golf shot. Tough break there. But, of course, it's a tough play to make. It's easy for me to say that that was a mistake. It's a tough play to make when you have a player right there on your backside making the play difficult. When you apply ball pressure, you force the other team to make the play, and sometimes mistakes happen. The Knights were not able to capitalize on that mistake. As they get no look at the goal after the misplay by Kenny, and also possession switches with this throw-in. Almost 20 minutes into the first half. And we are still scoreless here at the Castle. Good physical play. Knights looking to clear. Found space, but the Riverhawks first one there, and oh, that's a costly mistouch. How costly? Knights defense to offense with some urgency. Now looking for a cross. No space. Somehow still got a cross off, though. Running out of real estate on that far sideline. I thought for sure that ball was either going to get deflected or go out of bounds. Somehow, that ball found its way into a goal-scoring area. Another what could have been moment. As we see another save from Kenny. The offense for the Knights continues to be rapid fire, peppering the goal really at this point. A lock still on the cookie jar, though. 0-0. 24 minutes left to play in this first half. And what a start to this game. What a start to this soccer-filled week at CCBC Essex. And that's smart play defensively. Had the defender there, maybe clear it out with the foot. Let the goalie pick it up. Slow this game down, catch a break, catch a breather. Both teams will catch another break here as it'll be a throw-in this time. Playing a little hot potato with possession here. Kara Halplin. Right place, right time. Sticks the leg out. Gives the defense and midfielders a chance to regroup. Another run for the Riverhawks, maybe. Space on the near sideline. And this is their best offensive opportunity in a while. Throw in deep in their offensive zone. Just over 20 minutes left to play in the first half. Set up the board the way they want to. Try and go to work. Good throw in towards a goal-scoring area, but nothing but white jerseys in that space. There's a through ball. It's a one-on-one race. And what a save by Kenny. Came in, shut out the angle. Wow. Caitlin Kenny with a tremendous save off the knee. Limiting the angle. And that is another play for this Knights offense This game doesn't go their way, they'll be thinking about that one later. Another what could have been moment. Left me speechless. And my mom will tell you that doesn't happen very often. Flowers to Caitlin Kenny on the original save, and then the defense on that save, and that will be offsides. Man, how quickly the tide turned. Just about 90 seconds ago, the Riverhawks had a throw-in deep in their offensive zone, the best opportunity at offense they had, and they got a good throw-in. That ball bounced right in towards the middle of the box, but nothing but white jerseys there. The defense for the Knights cleared the ball out, and blink and you missed it. The defense to offense was so fast. That opportunity at the goal for the Knights that we saw a moment ago really appeared out of thin air. But Caitlin Kenny was ready, willing, and able to step up to the challenge and make the save once again in this first 45, keeping this game scoreless. The Knights have had 7 shots on goal in the first 20 minutes. Looking for number 8 here. Space in towards the middle. Until there wasn't. Riverhawks looking for the clear and finding it. And now it's a race. The Knights win it, but only for a moment. Riverhawks right back. Good ball, but a little bit too far out in front. They needed a little bit more backspin on that ball. Regan Cantner sees her first action in a while. She made that great save on the free kick earlier in the first half, and it's been quiet ever since then. Riverhawks get the initial deflection. Now they're looking for the clear. 1 head ball, 2 head ball. I think we landed on 3 was the final that go round. As it went round and round like a pinball. It continues. Hot potato. Knights looking to keep it here. Riverhawks desperately looking for the clear. A 0-0 first half is a Riverhawks win. They're 18 minutes away from that 0-0 first half. But of course, when the score is 0-0, you're always just 1 away from taking the lead. Riverhawks, can they find that one? Knights looking for that one here. What a race! Staubitz turns on the Jets. Now looking for the shot, and it's wide of the net. Wow! The sophomore forward, number 5, Kylie Staubitz, turned on the Jets, created the space, was not able to put the shot on goal. Another what could have been moment for this Knights offense. The 4th or 5th of the first half by my count. But then again, what does that matter? I was never really good at math. The only math that matters is 0-0. That are the two big numbers on the big board. Showdown here under the lights between the Riverhawks and the Knights. Riverhawks came in to this showdown with a top 20 team ready to play and maybe ready to pull off the upset. Only time will tell what will be the final score in this one. First, we got to get to halftime, 15 minutes and some change away from that halftime whistle. What will be the score at the end of the first half? I got a feeling it's not going to be 0-0. One of these teams is going to break through with a goal. It could be the Riverhawks right here, right now, making the run slowly but surely up the field into their offensive zone. We'll have a throw in, far sideline. Last time they had a good throw in, but it was a quick clear that led to a goal-scoring opportunity for the Knights, and almost more of the same right there, except for the good throw-in part. That throw-in there was not quality, but the transition opportunity for the Knights sure looked good until it didn't. Riverhawks looking for the transition opportunity now, and communication breakdown. Got one player thinking far sideline, another player thinking up the field. I do think it's safe to say, though, that the Riverhawks have stolen a little momentum from the Knights over this last 2-3 minutes. What that's good for, again, only time will tell, but this game does have a different feel to it. When we were in the 20-minute mark, this game was really feeling like it was being dominated by the Knights. Doesn't feel like that right now. A little bit more back and forth. Again, the only thing that matters, though, is that it's still 0-0. It'll remain 0-0 a little longer as the Riverhawks play it out of bounds there, give their defense a chance to regroup. Flip side of that coin, though, is the Knights' offense has a chance to gather themselves and put a plan together. Oh, good throw. You love the effort on the head ball. Came up swinging and missing like Altuve in the ALDS. He went 0 for 16 for all you non-baseball fans out there. Astros still moving on. Riverhawks looking to move on here with the offense. It's hot potato. Riverhawks have it, looking for the through. And offsides this time. Finally, the Knights say it goes our way. Regan Cantrell, the goalie for the Knights, was right there, though, ready in case that flag went the other way. And the flag went the Knights' way, but the whistle on the main judge went the way of the Riverhawks. Foul. And this is another free kick for the Riverhawks. Same spot they almost had their goal in. A little bit closer this time. About 17 yards into their offensive zone. Ball's up. Good strike. And that will count for 3 on Sunday, but nothing here today. The first time was almost perfect. The second time, well, she'd like us all to forget about that. And we can do that for you. Particularly given the fact that we are 12 minutes away from that halftime whistle. We are still playing to a scoreless draw And a stunned crowd here at the Castle that is ready and willing to jump on their feet. And there was almost the moment that brought them to their feet. That ball a little wide of the post, though. We've seen a lot of missed opportunities for the Knights. I wouldn't say that's one of them. But 7 shots on goal, 0 goals scored. That, oh my. What a play. Made it look effortless. And then a fight for the ball goes the Knights' way. You love to see the physical play. That'll bring a smile to the hearts of the coaching staff. This could bring a smile to the fans. One pass, shot, it never came. The defense, right time, right place, last second. They'll steady their beating hearts for a moment, but it's a corner this time for the Knights. They're still knocking on opportunity's door, looking for the game's first goal. A great chance just a moment ago with that pass in towards the middle. The defense for the Riverhawks made the play initially. Can they make the play again? Corner kick, far sideline, hands up. Ball follows. It's a good kick. Somebody got a head on it, but they sent it right up the elevator chute. And probably a little ringing in the ears after that one. Could hear that one coming off the head all the way up here in the broadcast booth. With under 10 minutes to play in the first half, the red sky of evening has turned to a grayish black as evening has turned to night. But the lights are on here at the Castle. Chick-fil-A in the stands. Great action on the turf. And all you lovely fans at home joining us on YouTube. The home for all the Knights home games. The soccer season's coming to an end. We've got tomorrow's doubleheader. And then only a few more games after that before the playoffs. But right around the corner is women's basketball here at the Castle. And I know I speak for everyone when I say things are going to be heating up. Playoff action for soccer and then women's basketball looking to make a return to the Final Four. But that's then. This is now. It's another corner kick for the Knights, third of the game. This one will come with just over 8 minutes left in the first half. The last one was quality. They got ahead on it. Just couldn't put it on net. Is the third time the charm. Corner kick, far sideline. Hands up. Ball follows. It's another quality kick. And I think a Riverhawks player got ahead on that one this time. Nope. Knights. Had 3 green jerseys in that area. Only 1 white jersey. Great effort to get ahead on that. It's another missed opportunity, though. Still no goals scored in this first half. But certainly not for lack of trying when it comes to the Knights. 7 shots on goal, 3 corner kicks. But the stone wall that is this Riverhawks defense and goalkeeper Caitlin Kenny continues to be strong. As Kenny, probably the Riverhawks player that is most looking forward to that rest at the end of this first 45. It's been a busy first half for the freshman goalie. And that momentum that the Riverhawks had for themselves at the 15-minute mark, it seems like that has gone out the window. As the vibe in the game has changed once again, it's starting to feel like the Knights are in control. Once again, does that control lead to the game's first goal? That's really the only thing that matters at this point. You can play the momentum game all you want. The longer it stays scoreless, the more this helps the Riverhawks, the more this keeps their upset hopes alive. The observations I made at the start of this first half was that the Riverhawks needed to keep this a close game. As the Knights come into today's contest, 16th in the nation in goals scored. So a shootout was certainly not the best of ideas for this Riverhawks team. The defense has come to play so far. 5 minutes and 30 seconds away from halftime. They're in a tough spot right now, the Riverhawks. They're looking for a clear. Finally, they find one, and it's a good one as that ball runs for a while. Worst comes to worst, it gives the midfielders in defense a chance to regroup, catch a breather. The Knights happy to connect passes, though. They've successfully switched fields. Give and go developing. Riverhawks saw it, shut it down. Knights happy to regroup. Good through ball. Flags on that far sideline, though. I saw that one immediately. That was really, really close. Willis just a hair off sides there. And a good strike from Meadow. Connecting a long pass to a teammate, almost leading to a goal-scoring opportunity. That ball is a little bit too far out in front of its target. That was a good chance for the Riverhawks. Had the ball after the restart with possession, but the defense, just like for the Riverhawks, has been perfect for the Knights as well. It's just we haven't seen as many opportunities for the Knights defense to be perfect. The offensive opportunities for the Riverhawks, few and far between, but every time they've had a chance, the Knights defense has stepped up, made the play. This has been a good old-fashioned Baltimore defensive rock fight. Crab cakes and defense is what Baltimore does. Living up to that motto here. Through ball finds its way all the way through. It's a race, and it's won by the Riverhawks, but they are not out of the danger zone just yet. That ball bounced right back into the offensive zone, and now 3 minutes left in the first half. The Knights still looking, still searching, trying to break through. That ball finds its way through. Willis, turn, shot, and it's well wide of the net. 2 green jerseys right there on the backside that time. So another example. Right time, right place. Last second. Matters very little. Sure, your coaching staff would love if you made the play and it wasn't dramatic, if it wasn't right in front of the goal. But, hey, all they really care is that you make the play, and both teams have made the plays defensively so far today. As we see once again, Riverhawks sticking the big leg out, poking it away at the last second. Knights knocking on the door again, 120 seconds left. Oh my! What could have been? Another blink and you missed it moment. But another challenge met by this Riverhawks defense. Willis's through ball goes all the way through, but that deflection certainly didn't help the cause. 90 seconds now separating these two teams from halftime. Oh, that backspin may be costly. Ball hung up there in the air for a while. Willis plays with control. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Maybe the Riverhawks saw that flag before I did. I thought everyone was just stopping because they thought that ball was going to roll out of bounds. But nope, it is another offsides call, and that one maybe the last one we see in this first half, as it's now just 40 seconds separating these two teams from the halftime whistle. And we've got two teams looking forward to halftime for two very different reasons. We got one team in the Arundel Community College Riverhawks who's feeling like they are right in the middle of an upset victory. And we've got one team in the number 15 ranked CCBC Essex Knights that's feeling like, what happened? This is not the way this first 45 was supposed to go. Doesn't matter how it was supposed to go. This is how it went. We're going into halftime tied at 0-0. What a game. Call Grandma. It's going to be a good one here at the Castle on Monday night. Nelly. It ain't the granddaddy of them all, but it sure is a good one here on this Monday night at the Castle. We are starting the second half, tied at 0-0. What will be the score when we finish this second 45? You're going to have to stick around with me and find out, and hopefully you took my advice at the end of the first half and called Grandma. Don't make her watch the highlights at the end of this one. Grandma's got the internet. Tell her to bring up YouTube and watch this showdown here at the Castle as the second half starts out with a bang. Quick run at the goal for the Knights in the first 30 seconds. Little bit of something, whole lot of nothing. What kind of strategy did these two teams talk about? What kind of changes will these two teams make in this second half? Only time will tell. And great effort on both sides there. First on the initial tackle attempt, and then on the save, as that was almost the first corner of the second half. Instead, it'll be a throw-in deep in the offensive zone for the Knights. Still a great opportunity. Bounces off one head. Oh, now it's bouncing around in a goal-scoring area. And a point-blank save, and Kenny catches the cannonball on the second bounce. First it came off the mitts, then on the bounce. Caitlin Kenny was able to secure the bag. Missed opportunity there for the Knights, but they're right back on the merry-go-round. Willis catches the through ball, looking for the cross, and Kenny catches the cannonball on the first attempt that time. So we have seen 3 chances for the Knights offense in this first 2 minutes of the second half. Certainly picking up the intensity as they are looking to break through with the game's first goal. The defense for the Riverhawks up to the challenge, though. Will that continue? Good look. Another what could have been moment. That's 4 looks now at the goal for the Knights. And you got to think, if you are a Riverhawks player, coach, or fan, this is not the start to the second half you wanted to see. You love to see the defense continue to step up and make the play, but need to figure out a way to create some offense. Oh my, almost an own goal. And the nightmare second half almost became real. Wow. Blink and you missed it. Offense. Not created the way it usually is, but certainly a look at the goal that almost changed the song that's being sung out there on the field. It's a solo by the Knights right now to start this second half. Riverhawks looking to break through with a tune of their own here. Right now they're still hanging off to the right of the stage, waiting to take their spot. It is all Knights right now to start the second half. And a whistle puts a stop to that run here for a moment, as we've played almost 5 minutes in this second half. And the momentum certainly all on the side of the Knights. What is that good for, though? The momentum game's been good for nothing so far this evening. Yeah, I think at some point that'll change, though, if the Knights are able to hold on continue to play like they've been playing here to start this second half. A break in the action as the trainer comes on the field, so we'll take a break with the two teams. Scoreless. 40 minutes left in the second half. We'll be back after this. And we are back here ready to resume this final 45. What we think will be the final 45 at least. If it ends the way it is right now, we may have some free soccer, but that's then. This is now. The Knights looking, and they won't find it that go-round as it was bouncing around. And that may have left a bruise, but the job was done. The challenge was met. And that is no surprise if you've been with us from the start. Goalkeeper Caitlin Kenny is the MVP of this game so far. What would this game look like if it wasn't for the goalie play for number 1 for the Riverhawks? Oh, that's a great tackle on the far sideline. Last line of defense stuff. Putting the body on the line. Perfect timing. And the defense and midfielders for the Riverhawks will have a chance to regroup. Knights still knocking on opportunity's door, though. Can they finally kick that door off of its hinges? It won't happen there. An injury on the field, never good, but that Riverhawks injury we saw a few moments ago really could be a costly one as they were only playing today's game with one substitution on the bench. Now, what you're seeing on the field may be what you're getting from here on out. Does that play a factor as the clock continues to tick in this physical showdown here at the Castle? Again, only time will tell. Aren't you glad you joined us on this Monday for this showdown? And that deflection goes the Riverhawks' way. Meadows looks to put it right back in, and maybe, well, not maybe, certainly, right idea, wrong execution. And we are seconds away from hitting the 37-minute mark, which means we've almost played a full 10 minutes in this second half, and we have seen zero signs of offense from this Riverhawks team. And as much as you're happy that this game is still scoreless, the lack of offense has got to be concerning if you're a Riverhawks player, coach, or fan. But then again, just like I said in that first half, the longer this game stays scoreless, the more that helps the Riverhawks. But is that still the case as we move into the later stages of the second half? I think that may change a little bit, because if this game continues to be scoreless and we're getting into the final 10 minutes or so, which team are you going to think is going to finally break through with that one goal? The Riverhawks or the team that is 16th in the nation in goals scored, this Knights squad? Again, only time will tell. The Knights looking at offense right here, but right at the goalie. Missed opportunity for sure, as Willis laid it up, and Grace couldn't slam it home. Good play, moving it in towards space. A carry, one pass. One more. Oh, good trickery. Better closeout defensively, though, by the Riverhawks. There was space for a moment, and then there wasn't. Great recovery defensively, as we have hit the 10-minute mark we have hit the 35-minute mark of this second half. We've played 10 minutes, and the Knights have really yet to get off the merry-go-round in this second half. It's been nothing but offense for them, as it seems like they switched the ball out for a boomerang. And that one was maybe headed towards goal scoring, but it deflected off Willis. Again, though, shot, and there it is! The Knights finally break through! The deflection on the first big gun sent it right back, and then the second time around was picture perfect. And we finally see some action offensively that leads to a goal. Will that be the game's only goal, though? How does that goal change how these two teams approach this game? I think the Knights need to stay aggressive here. The way this second half is gone, they're just one or two minutes away from maybe the game's second goal. They've been in control since the word go in this second half. So if they can continue to stay aggressive, they can maybe put a dagger on the board, build some distance between themselves and the Riverhawks. The Riverhawks, though, they need to up their aggressiveness. I think it's really as simple as that. They need to figure out a way to start creating some offensive chances, because it's a different song now on the field. But in reality, the Riverhawks are still just one away. You know, they're one away. A minute or two ago was a much more appealing one away. They were one away from getting out in the lead. Now they're just one away from tying it up. But still, just one away. It is not a mountain they're climbing. It's just a hill. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Willis stopping on a dime, the pass. And the Riverhawks defense up to the task for a moment. Oh, what a goal! What a beauty! Oodalali, golly, what a play! Long distance. Two nothing Knights. And does that change things or what? Gotta feel like it's the Knights game now. They are in control with a 2-0 lead now. And the Riverhawks have not had a shot on goal since their shot on goal way back in the first half. Ask and you shall receive. They'll get one right there. But it counts for very little, as I don't even think that one stole any momentum. The Knights still in control. And what started out as a disaster second half for the Riverhawks has really turned into a nightmare. You saw that own goal, almost own goal, in the earlier parts. That almost came in the first 5 minutes of the second half. And that was kind of an omen of things to come as the Knights finally knocked that lock off of the cookie jar and got themselves one. And then they said, you know what, that tasted really good. Let's get a second. And now they're looking for a third. Ball played back to the goalie. Got to play it with the feet here. Oh, my. That was dangerous, but kind of worked out. Couldn't pick it up with the hands, so let me just ricochet it off of a Knights player, and then I can go pick it up with my hands. It's kind of like that play in basketball where the inbounder catches the defender sleeping and throws it off their back and then catches it themselves and dunks it. I was on the wrong end of that play once when I was in high school. I was immediately taken out of the game after that. Riverhawks looking to get right back in the game here, and this is an opportunity. No space to be had for the cross, but the deflection goes the Riverhawks' way, and it's a corner kick, far sideline. Long gone are the days and moments of this game where the Riverhawks were one away. They're two away. Their comeback hopes are not dead yet. Need a play here. And they won't get it. Not there, at least. Under 30 minutes to play. Through ball, all the way through. It's a race. And the Knights win it. Riverhawks right back on the merry-go-round, though. They're trying to keep this ball in their offensive zone. And you see tired legs, I think, maybe starting to play a factor. Though that bounce goes the Riverhawks' way. And once again, looking, searching. Good ball. Needed to play that with a little bit more control as that ball was played in towards space. And how quickly did the Knights go defense to offense? Whew! My goodness. Blink and you missed it. That was another dangerous spot for the Riverhawks. Then again, they found themselves in more than a few dangerous spots in this second half alone. Corner kick for the Knights, near sideline. Ball's in the air. Good strike towards the back post, and that one splits the field goal post and the top crossbar out of bounds. Missed opportunity there for the Knights. Those balls towards the back post, so difficult for the goalie. I'm sure there's a split second in your mind where you're thinking, I can get my hands on that ball, punch that out. But if you don't, if you miss, you're leaving a lot of net wide open. Cooler heads prevailed. Stayed in between the posts. And the Knights couldn't put one on net. Can they put one on net here? They won't get a chance. We talked about earlier in the second half, an observation that I made when we started the game is how the Riverhawks needed to keep this low scoring, to keep their upset chances alive, and they've been able to do that, and their upset chances are still very much alive. Their comeback hasn't turned into a mountain just yet. It's still a hill, but it's gotten a little steeper. But one of the other things that I said that the Riverhawks needed to do outside of keeping this game low scoring is I said they needed to win the time of possession battle, and that is one thing that they've certainly not done here this afternoon. The Knights have had control of the ball more times than not, and that's led to these goal-scoring opportunities. Now, the Riverhawks have limited the goals. Still just 2-0, but one of those numbers you see on that big board that is alarming is 11. That's 11 shots on goal for the Knights. You compare that to just 2 shots on goal for the Riverhawks, and that is a tough day at the office offensively for this Riverhawks team. Speaking of tough days at the office, I encourage all of you at home right now, let's put a quick little bit of mojo out there to make sure that the Yankees have a tough day at the office as they go up against their elimination game against the Cleveland Guardians. Not sure how many baseball fans are listening to us or watching us on YouTube tonight, but until the Yankees are out of it, I'm going to employ all of you at home to root against the Yankees with me. It's a beautiful pastime here in America, rooting against the Yankees. I'd say it's almost as sweet as rooting against the Cowboys, but the Cowboys do it to themselves year in, year out. Back to the action on the field. Ho! Off the post. That did not hit the yellow post, they say. So the ball's still in play. Under 25 minutes in this second half, the Knights slowed down a little bit, but still in control of the momentum. And what a save, diving towards that far post. And with not even a second to spare, as there was one or maybe 2 white jerseys crashing in towards where that ball was. If Kenny doesn't make that save on the initial go-round, the Knights have a chance for a little cherry pick. And you got to think at this point the Knights are looking for the dagger. A 2-goal deficit is tough, but not impossible. It moves to 3 goals. You got to think that may be ball game. Tough play there as Riverhawks player caught that one unexpectedly right in the sternum area. I mean, it's tough enough when you're getting ready to play the ball off your chest to field it. Sometimes it'll knock the wind out of you when you're ready for it. But when you're not ready for it, I mean, that's just like, it's like a gut punch, really. Drives all the wind out of your body. Still plenty of wind in the sails of this Knights offense as they are looking for goal number 3. 23 minutes left in this second half. And we started this second half at 0-0. And quickly we found out that the Knights meant business here as they put 4 or 5 good looks on the goal in the first 5 minutes. And what a save! Kill or be killed moment. 2 players who have just as much of a right to that ball as the other. And Kenny probably came out on the losing end in terms of physical damage, but came out on the right end in terms of she made the save. The X is thrown up, though. We'll take a quick break with these two teams. 22 minutes and some change left in this contest. The Knights in the driver's seat, 2-0. And to the surprise of no one, Caitlin Kenny will stay in the game. 1, because they got no one else to put in the cage for the Riverhawks. And 2, because, well, Caitlin Kenny certainly displayed a lot of toughness here under the bright lights on this Monday evening. No surprise, going to tough it out with the team on this tough Monday showdown against the number 15th ranked Knights. Knights 3-game winning streak coming into this one, and that one is wide of the net. Blink and you missed it. Riverhawks created some nice offense, little 2-man game there. Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't put on net. Michael Scott. That was one of those moments. Couldn't put it on net. Hands on back. You could see that one immediately. That was coming. An opportunity. Same spot on the other side of the field. This is where the Riverhawks had their best goal-scoring opportunity. A high-point save catch by Regan Cantner. Third time the charm. This one, Regan has to slide in on the knees and catch the cannonball. And the third time was not the charm for the Riverhawks as this game remains where it is, 2-0. I want to thank our good friends at Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square. They have packed up and left for the evening, but they did their job. Supplied the hungry fans here at the castle with chicken sandwiches. Got to come out to a game here at the castle. We've got a few more opportunities to catch soccer action, and then it'll be women's basketball inside the castle. I know everyone is excited about that upcoming women's basketball season. Coach Cini and the rest of the coaching staff got the players ready. There was a JUCO jamboree over the weekend where the Knights women's team went 2-0. Oh! Nice move. Around 1. And here's Willis turning on the Jets. And she will split the uprights for 3, and that is a missed opportunity. The comeback hopes will stay alive a little bit longer for the Riverhawks. Kayla Willis has had some really nice moments in today's game. She had a heel flick on the other side of the field in the first half that was a beauty. I mean, just a tremendous play. Kind of stuff that'll bring a smile to your face if you're a coach, as you're playing with your head up in a moment like that. As Willis, another heads-up play there, almost beat the goalie. As my dad used to say, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Or actually, it was close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but you know. Tomato, potato, batata. 2-0 is the score on the big board. We are approaching 15 minutes to play in this second half, and this is a second half that has certainly turned sour for the Riverhawks. It started with so much promise with the game tied at 0-0. It pretty quickly turned sour. The Knights, some good looks at the goal almost right away, and finally broke through with a beauty. And have not turned and looked back since. Looking. Needing a pass. Finding it, but cannot play with control. That was a tough spot. A really good pass put on. Switching fields. There was space there. A missed opportunity for the Riverhawks. And man, that almost changed this whole game. Substitution checking in here for the Knights. Ball played up a little bit further up the field. The Knights still searching for that dagger. Oh, 5 holes open. Knights regroup, looking for space. Finding it initially, communication breakdown, but then the Jets turned on. Speed makes up for a lot of things out there on the field. That through ball found its way through, and you saw the Knights player on that far sideline first going back up the field and then quickly turning around, turning the Jets on, regrouping, getting to that ball. Great effort. All for none, though. As with 15 minutes to play, it is still 2-0. The comeback hopes on life support, but still very much alive. But is this the dagger moment as the Knights have a free kick deep in their offensive zone? To see a free kick about 20 yards into the box. Looks like Meadows will take it. He's got a big foot. A lot of power. What about the accuracy, though? Whew. Close. I think she just waved somebody off on that far sideline. Maybe coaching staff telling her to lay up on that one. Just missed that one. It was close. But, you know, we already talked about what close is. Horseshoes and hand grenades. We're playing neither of those here this evening. We're playing neither of those tomorrow either, as it's more soccer action from the Castle on Tuesday. Double header. Back-to-back games for the women's team, as they'll start the action tomorrow in the doubleheader, and then the men's team takes center stage against Howard. You're not going to want to miss that one. That's going to be a doozy. You think we saw some sparks flying in this one? We're going to see some sparks, words, and a lot of action flying in the main event tomorrow. Still some action on the field, though, here on this Monday night. And what a Monday night if you're a sports fan. You got to start with this little appetizer of this women's soccer contest, which was a great game. And then you've got Monday Night Football that is probably starting up here in the next hour or so. I say all that, and I have no idea who's playing on Monday Night Football tonight. Physical play still. Willis trying to put the head down, chase that ball, and she will, but she is denied the open net opportunity. Hustle gets you mighty far in life, and right there we saw some great hustle on display from this Riverhawks defense. Flowers to number 14, Allison Weissman, denying the open net opportunity and keeping the comeback hopes alive for the Riverhawks. The Knights still searching for the dagger, though. Corner kick near sideline. Hands up. Ball follows. That is quality. And I think a Riverhawks player got a head on it as well. It's another cross in, and that one is off the side of that big yellow field goal post. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, there's a chance. It's just not looking very good. A tough day offensively at the office, for the Riverhawks. Comeback hopes alive, but on life support, and they need everything to go their way from here on out as we have hit the 10-minute mark. Riverhawks need a spark. Can this be it? That's a smart play, looking to play for possession. They need things to bounce their way, but they also just need to be smart. And speaking of things bouncing their way, the Riverhawks almost got a beautiful Christmas gift there. Haven't even hit Halloween yet, and Santa almost bounced one right under the tree for him. Still on the merry-go-round here. Throw in deep in their offensive zone. They need another one of those lucky bounces. They won't get it there. Maybe here. One more. Knights need to clear. Oh, swing and a miss, and it will go the other way. Tough break there for the Riverhawks. One bounce, two bounce, three bounce, red fish, blue fish. You know how it goes. Nothing going the Riverhawks' way offensively, but still time on the board. Still effort out there on the field, and oh, a sandwich. Now Willis with the run and offsides by just a hair. I don't know if that was a lucky bounce or what, but the Riverhawks will certainly take it, as it'll keep their comeback hopes alive a little bit longer. Ball played up. A lot of backspin there. Riverhawks send it right back, and that whistle goes against the Knights. Tired legs certainly playing a factor, I'm sure, on both sides, but you got to think it's more of a factor for the Riverhawks. I say that, and I immediately notice that we have 4 players on the Knights ready to check in at the next opportunity. Big kick, and Cantrell catches the cannonball cleanly. Had a green jersey right there in front. Hoping, wishing, waiting for an opportunity. Never came. Opportunity here, maybe? Defense to offense. Oh, that through ball. Right idea. Green jersey there, but just a little bit too much mustard. Riverhawks making a run again. They get a good bounce. Can't chase it down initially. They send it right back. The Riverhawks are creating some chances here in this final 10 minutes, and that whistle goes against the team in the green jerseys, and that was a tough break if you're a Riverhawks player, coach, or fan, as that one was bouncing around about 5 yards outside of the box. Goal-scoring opportunity. What could have been? We've seen a lot of what could have been moments for the Knights. Not nearly as many for the Riverhawks. But that's certainly one of them. And with the scoreboard looking the way it is, they really cannot afford to miss any more opportunities. Oh, what an effort. Turning on the Jets. One pass. Willis. Turn. Shot. What a tackle! Great defense from the Riverhawks again. And this time on the deflection. Wow. What effort on display from the defensive unit for the Riverhawks. The great tackle right outside of the box and then putting a body on the line with a deflection. Keeping this game right where it is. 2-0. Ball played up. One of the low-key struggles that the Riverhawks have had in this game is controlling the ball after restarts. How many times have we seen plays just like that where the Riverhawks had it, whether it was a goal kick, free kick, or throw-in, and then the ball's played in, and the possession almost immediately changes. That time of possession arrow that we talked about in the first half, the Riverhawks really needed to control that, and it's been tough to do that, thanks in large part to the ball pressure put on by the midfielders and forwards of the Knights team. You know, when you see a team keeping the ball in their offensive zone, yeah, the other team makes a few mistakes for sure, but a lot of that has to do with great ball pressure. When you're not giving the other team easy transition opportunities, that's when they make mistakes. Nothing has been easy for the Riverhawks offensively And now we've hit a point where the Knights can kind of play keep away here. They don't really have to search for that dagger with just 4 minutes left. Now, they'd love to find it, but they don't need to. They can hold on right where they are, force the Riverhawks to pull off the miracle. Under 4 minutes to play now. It is a goal kick for the Riverhawks, and we have officially hit the time of the game where the Riverhawks cannot afford to make any more mistakes. Need everything to go perfect from this moment on if they want to keep the upset hopes alive. A goal a minute, that's what they need. It's possible, but not probable. Willis digging through the sand, looking for the dagger, passing it off. Grace shoots, and no dagger to be found there. Again, so you're saying there's a chance. Knights 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from their 4th straight victory and their 10th victory on the year. And what a time for them to be playing their best soccer. What a time for the Riverhawks to put a run on. And what a time for them to have a missed touch like that. What a tough break. Still, they had a little bit of something in front of them as that ball still found its way in towards the box, but a tough break there for the Riverhawks for sure. Still on the merry-go-round, though. But now a goal a minute just ties the game up. That's better than where they're sitting right now, though. Riverhawks looking to keep it here. We've got a scrum for it on the far sideline. Big clears like that may keep this ball in the offensive zone, but it also ticks more time off the clock. 90 seconds left in this game now. Another deflection, another clear. $70 seconds. The Knights are one big clear away from maybe finishing this game off. Riverhawks regroup, make the play initially, but cannot put that on net. Probably wanted just to play that in towards the box, and that may be the final gasp offensively as the Knights can just hold on as they are 38 seconds away from their 4th straight victory. And it's looking like it's going to be a 2-0 final here in this one. And what a showdown at the Castle. We came into the second half tied 0-0. These two teams threw rocks at each other for the first 45, and the Knights offense finally came alive in the second half, put 2 goals on the board, and secured their 10th victory of the year. Final score in this one, 2-0. The Knights improved to 10-5 on the year, and again, what a time for them to be playing their best soccer. 4 straight victories for them. What will be the final outcome of their season? You're going to have to stick around with us here at the Castle and find out, but not tonight. We're done here tonight. I hope to see you here tonight at the Castle, I hope to see you here at the Castle tomorrow night as we have a doubleheader of soccer action on Tuesday, starting with women's action at 5, and then the Knights men's team in the main event against the Howard Community College Dragons. But until then, well, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Aaron Thomas saying thank you for joining us.